Good evening, you handsome lot. Well, we are officially back in work between Christmas and New Year. We're in today, which is Monday and Tuesday. But this video will be going out Tuesday, so New Year's Eve. And we have got behind me a 2010 Vauxhall Insignia A 1.8 petrol. And it has got a tiny little bit of a water leak. Now, a lot of you have probably seen these. A lot of you have probably changed them. And a lot of you probably don't even know what they are. Now, I haven't changed these for many, many years. One point, I used to be changing them all the time. And I mean all the time. In fact, I had a little Manifold box full of assortment sizes and one thing and another. And they are what you call a core plug. And they go in the side of the engine. And what happens and what they are for, if this car never has any antifreeze in them or coolant, and the engine and the water freezes, they push the core plugs out. People call them core plugs. People call them freeze plugs. You can call them whatever you want. But anyway, it has, believe it or not, rotted. Got a tiny little pinhole in it, and it's just weeping out water. Now, to carry out this procedure, we do need to remove the exhaust manifold and also the oil cooler. So I think the first thing we're going to be doing, take the cap off the radiator tank, off the header tank. It's an old school radiator tank, whatever you want to call it. Let's get it up and let's drain the water out of it. Right, well, with this vehicle now in the air, we need to, on most of these modern cars now, I wouldn't say this is modern, it's quite old, but there is a little drain on the bottom of the radiator, and 9 times out of 10, it shoots out and it soaks everywhere. But I'm a little bit of a sucker for little bits of plastic pipe and stuff. Now, this is off a Volkswagen, I think. We can slot that on. If you don't know by now, if you're new to the page, I really, really, really do not like mess. Well, that pipe on now will redirect the water into a lovely little receptacle. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, missed. A little bit, like that. While we're still waiting for that coolant to drain out, we've gone ahead and removed the manifold off the centre exhaust. Now, luckily enough, they have come undone relatively easy. We've had no snappers. I think by the looks of it, somebody has already put some new nuts and bolts in it at some point in its life. Now, we do need a couple of bolts, which sit underneath. One there and one there, and that secures the cat to the engine. We're just going to undo these heat shield bolts, if they will come undone. They might do, they might not. Right, well, with that heat shield now off, we can move round to the manifold bolts, the manifold studs. Give it a bit of a best chance. I'm going to get some Launch Power Lube Plus. Give them a little bit of a squirt-a-rooney. And that should help them. Normally they do come out relatively easy. Years ago they used to snap and all sorts, but yeah, they come out relatively easy. Right, well, that manifold is now off. No snappages, no breakages. Perfect. Which is there. Manifold catalytic converter. Now, whenever you remove them, it is always good practice to replace the gasket. Now, with that manifold out of the way, we can see that core plug a little bit better. Can you see it? Just right by there. Now, it is situated behind the oil cooler, so we have got to remove that oil cooler as well. Now, whenever you're doing jobs like this, always plan ahead and think to yourself, right, that component's got to come off. Has that got any gaskets? Has it got any seals on it or anything like that? Because I can guarantee you, if you take them off and you don't change them, and you put the old ones back on, they're going to leak. And let's be honest, a couple of gaskets, a couple of quid, simple as that, innit? Now, this oil cooler is a little bit fiddly to get off. You've got to remove that coolant pipe, which goes from the back of the water pump up to the thermostat housing. Now, let me show you this picture. Now, I have already organised these seals as well, which go between the cooler and the block, which are them ones. And I don't know whether you can hear, but they are rock hard. And if I was to put them on, chances are they're going to leak. And we don't like comebacks, do we? We certainly don't like comebacks. Right, should we go ahead now and get this core plug out? What I'm going to be using, you know the little, I don't know if you lot have seen it, but the pry bar that I use for getting brake pads out. Just going to pop a little hole in the bottom of it, like so. And it should. Sometimes you do have to give them a little bit of a wrestle. Make the hole bigger if we can. Now we might, there you go, get a pry bar in there and prise it out. Sometimes you do, sometimes you have to do a lot of little digging. Doesn't look like this one's going to come out first time. I might have to just get the die grinder and just put a little bit of a V in it, just so it releases the pressure off and it should pop out. Right, well I have just put a tiny little bit of a groove in it, not too much, because we don't want to be damaging the block. If we put a groove in the block, we are absolutely stufferooed. Well, it should now. Come out, and there we go. That is one core plug removed. Right, now I have got this core plug out, we do need to do a lot of cleaning. If we have a little look inside the block, there's a lot of like rust and crap that's built up over the years, and we need to get a little suction pump and get as much out as we can and get that area nice and clean, because the parts for this vehicle aren't coming into Vauxhall first thing in the morning, so I've got plenty of time between now and then to give it a little bit of a cleaner-rooney and make sure everything is spotless. Well, we are now into the next morning, and it is now just literally 8:05, and we're just outside Vauxhall's waiting for parts to open. Shouldn't be too long, and then we can get back to the workshop and get this core plug fitted. With a little bit of magic, we are now back at the shop, and we have got the new core plugs. I've ordered 2 of them just in case any mishaps, because we don't want any mishaps in between Christmas and New Year, do we? And also, we have got the new seals as well. Should we go ahead and get this core plug put into the engine? Now, before we go fitting it, make sure that everything is nice and clean. Which you can see, I've spent quite a bit of time in there making sure that everything is perfect. Now, before we go knocking this core plug in, what we're going to do. Now, years ago, I used to use, believe it or not, a little bit of paint, car paint, because we've got a paint shop. Just rub it round and knock it in. But anyway, we're going to be using a little bit of Loctite. And what this will do, we'll secure it in place. If there's any imperfections in the block, it will take it out. I'm going to get a little hammer now and a socket. We're going to tap it in. Right, now let's get that core plug lined up. It should just can't get a hammer on it. I'm gonna have to move my camera. Right, well I did have to just swap my sockets over. One that had a little bit of a taper on it, so it fitted into the block a little bit better. And there we have it. That is one core plug fitted back to the engine. Right, now let's move round to the oil cooler itself. Now the new rubber O-rings that you get with them, what I like to do is just manipulate a little bit of red rubber grease into them. We can get them inserted back onto the oil filter housing stroke cooler. And that will also go with any other sealing rings, like on this coolant pipe that goes underneath the manifold. A little bit of red rubber grease so everything slides together. Beautiful. Well, let's get it put back together. Right, well that is one oil cooler filter housing fitted back to the vehicle, and as you can see everything is fitting perfectly. Now it is torqued up, I think it was 22 Newton meters. Now we need to move around to putting the exhaust manifold back on. And as you can see, I've just cleaned the cylinder head down a little bit where the gasket fits. We're going to be chucking a new L-ring gasket on. Hang on, hang on. Bear with, bear with. A little bit. Like that. Perfect. Well, I've gone ahead and fitted that exhaust manifold. And we've fitted, followed technical information. We've pulled it up to the cylinder head nice and square, and it is gone to 20 Newton meters. Now, before I put all the heat shields and that back on, I'm going to get some brake and clutch cleaner and clean all the oils off that manifold. And try and avoid any smoke. Because nothing worse than, oh, my car's stinking of oil, or... You get me, don't you? Now let's do these last finishing little touches underneath the vehicle. Now I have secured the catalytic converter back to the block with the two E10s or 12s or whatever they are. Now we're going to be reusing the old exhaust gasket from the catalytic converter to the centre section of the exhaust. Now exhaust paste, is it okay on exhaust? Absolutely, it's perfect on anything after an emissions filter like a DPF, catalytic converter. If it's after that, use it all the time. Perfect stuff. Well, let's get this gasket on. Right, well everything is now back together and we've put some fresh coolant in it. Get on the key now and give it a big start Rooney. Now I have got my big bar, just put it through onto the clutch pedal. Bit of a pain these newer cars where you have to do this. Oh, it's slipped. And especially after you've had a lot of Christmas dinners, your belly's not as small as what it used to be. And there we have it. That car is back up and running. Right, well I'm going to leave this car now, get up to temperature, make sure that we've got no leaks down there, which is absolutely bone dry. I'm going to be getting our thermal camera and just making sure that the water is circulating as it should be. We are getting up to temperature slowly. Right, well there you have it, a little bit of old school mechanicking, should I say. Core plug replacement on a little Vauxhall Insignia A 1.8. Now there's a little bit of smoke coming out of the exhaust. When I removed the oil cooler, because the exhaust was in direct drip of it, some oil did go down the exhaust, but that will, I can assure you, that will all burn off. But yeah, and that is me done for 2024. I just hope that everybody has a great new year, set some goals, and if you're going to start creating any content, pick up a camera and get shooting. Create that story. Remember, it's a bit smoky in here now. Let me open this door. It is your story. Tell it how you want to tell it. And in the meantime, have a lot of fun doing it. No doubt I will see you next year, which is only tomorrow. I know it sounds mad, but next year. Have a great one, everybody. It's been emotional. Such a brilliant year for me, this has. Next year, who knows what it's going to bring. But yeah, have a good one. Have a few drinks for me. And I will see you all next year. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get it sent.